Hi there, kindergartners. Today I'm going to be reading you a book called Thanksgiving Day. This book was written by Gail Gibbons. This is a non-fiction book, so this is a book with facts about Thanksgiving. This tells us a little bit more about Thanksgiving and goes back a long time to talk about why we celebrate Thanksgiving today. Thanksgiving Day by Gail Gibbons. Thanksgiving Day, written and illustrated by Gail Gibbons. What are some things we see on this title page? We see some symbols of Thanksgiving. Turkey, pumpkin. I think these are corn stalks to represent fall and the harvest. And this is a special ship called the Mayflower. November. Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. Thanksgiving reminds people of the Pilgrims many years ago. The Pilgrims wanted to worship God in their own way, which they had not been allowed to do. They left their homes in England and sailed across the ocean to the New World in a ship called the Mayflower. The voyage was difficult and stormy. The Mayflower was very crowded too. Many of the pilgrims became sick. Finally, after many weeks, they sighted land. They rowed to the shores of America to begin their new lives. They began building homes. The cold winter came. The pilgrims had little food to eat, and some of them died. Spring finally arrived. Friendly Indians showed the pilgrims how to plant corn, beans, and pumpkins. The pilgrims learned how to hunt better too. So when the pilgrims arrived to this new land that we know as America, the Native American Indians were already here, and they were very helpful to teach the pilgrims how to find and make food. Their crops grew and grew. When fall came, their harvest was great. The pilgrims wanted to thank God for the food they would have through the cold winter months. They decided to have a Thanksgiving feast. The pilgrims invited their Indian friends. They had wonderful food to eat. There was turkey with nuts, herbs, bread, and cranberries. They made sauce from the cranberries. They roasted deer meat. There was cornbread, beans, and pumpkin pie. The pilgrims and Indians played many games and shared happy times together. The feast lasted 3 days. There was much to be thankful for. Our Thanksgiving Day is celebrated much like the Pilgrims' Thanksgiving. Some homes are decorated. Corn stalks are gathered together and arranged with pumpkins, gourds, and colorful fall leaves to look like harvest time. Pictures of the pilgrims and turkeys appear in windows and on doors. Sometimes candles are lit. Horns of plenty, representing a bountiful harvest, may also be used for decoration. Hymns of thanksgiving are sung, and prayers and blessings are spoken. Families and friends gathered together for a feast. Many tables are filled with the same foods the Pilgrims and Indians shared. There is cranberry sauce and a big turkey stuffed with breadcrumbs, herbs, and nuts. And there are sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and cornbread. Sometimes there is a tasty pumpkin pie for dessert. Games are played. There are grand parades to watch. People ride on floats, and there is music. On Thanksgiving Day, there is much to be thankful for. So friends, can you think of some things that you do with your family on Thanksgiving that is similar to what the Pilgrims and the Indians did? Do you share a meal with your family? Do you play games? Many of you may not have known about the Pilgrims and the Indians and why we celebrate Thanksgiving. That's why I really like this reader, because it's a nonfiction story to teach us a little bit about how Thanksgiving Day got started. I hope you have a great day.